All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for dialing in for our Wednesday, Wealth and Wednesday. I am super, super excited always to be on here. We have an amazing lineup of women sharing their stories tonight. And I just want to give you guys a little heads up for those of you that pop on and join us. Week after week, we're actually going to be changing the format a little bit. So partnering with a couple other amazing leaders. It's going to be super fun, but you're going to see that each week they're a little bit, I'm calling them themed because I think that sounds better than focused, but that we can really reach out to a specific group of people and see the need that they're looking for in their life. So just be on a heads up for that. I just want to go ahead and tell you like a teeny bit about my story. I feel like the longer I do this, the less that I remember that people have no idea, like kind of where I came from. And I always like to talk about it so you understand that I have, yes, had the experience to be very successful with network marketing, but I also know what my life was like before, and I'll never, ever, ever lose sight of that. So before I was introduced to Isagenix, I was working on average 80 to 100 hours a week, clocking in and clocking out from job to job to job. I was super underpaid, super unfulfilled, super overwhelmed. But that's all I knew. You know, I think that I was like, go to school, go to college, go to grad school, work for 40 years, retire on a fixed income. Like that's all I knew. And no one really had showed me this amazing profession. So yes, while I was teaching group fitness, people would try to give me their wellness products. And I was trying to figure out why like the teacher in my class was giving the fitness person like wellness products. I didn't really understand it. Or people invited me to presentations just like this, but they never landed on me. You know, I was like, I don't want people to have to do something extra. Like I never got excited about a bag they didn't need, right? More jewelry that they probably didn't need. So I didn't really understand it. And in the process of me kind of being really closed-minded and thinking that this wasn't for me and working my tail off. If you look at my photos, I really wasn't the walking billboard of health and wellness. So I was the fluffy one. I was the exhausted one. You know, I was the one drinking way too much caffeine. And here I was giving advice to everybody else on what they should be eating and how they should be working out. And they probably were looking at me thinking, she's really not the walking billboard to that. And so I ended up being introduced to Isagenix by my cousin. A 30-day system that knocked my socks off. I mean, within days, I felt better than I had ever felt. Kisa will go through to you in a little bit here and explain to you why these products are so amazing. I had energy out the wazoo. Like my skinny jeans were suddenly my baggy jeans. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, what's in this? And because I am someone who naturally shares things I love to the people I love, if I am doing this with my hairdresser, if I am doing this with a massage, if I'm doing this with a restaurant, I could not keep my mouth shut about it because I was screaming about this from the rooftops. I got paid right away, and I got paid a significant amount right away. And I remember thinking, if that's what happened on accident, what would happen on purpose? So fast forward, next month is my 7-year anniversary with this company. And when I think about like what my life used to look like to today, like we pre-COVID are traveling all over the world. We've done incentive trips, you know, for me to be hanging out in my friend's living room, drinking wine, you know, like casting this vision for other people or Clint's coaching them. It's super awesome. Like Kisa, who's doing the opportunity call with me, like, look at this picture. This is what we do. This is our work meeting, you know. Good friends of mine from La Jolla, California are moving to Colorado. I just found this out. And where they're moving up in the mountains, and I'm like texting them earlier today. This is the true story. And I'm like, man, that canyon's going to be a bitch in the winter. And he's like, yeah, I don't really have to commute to an office. And I started laughing because I'm like, that is really what this lifestyle is all about. It's freedom, it's time freedom, it's flexibility, and it's a lot of fun. And early on, you know, what really got me motivated to build this business, I wanted to not be exchanging time for money. I wanted to have a financial wall around my family. I wanted to be able to have residual income. I had no idea all that was in store for me. I didn't know I'd be building my mom's retirement. I didn't know that we would have a team of over 15,000 people whose lives have been impacted physically and financially. I didn't know that I would be gifted an amazing opportunity to be one of my dad's caregivers in his last couple years of life, because I was no longer exchanging time for money. And most of all, I did not know that network marketing was a personal development plan with a compensation plan. And I truly look back and I am unrecognizable to who I am today. And because of that, I was able to not only attract in my now husband, but I have seen so many other people truly become the best version of themselves. And that's what we're really all about here at the Isa Life. So let's just get a few things out of the way. The down and dirty, we don't make any claims, okay? I'm not promising that you're gonna get skinny from a magic pill, and I'm not promising you're gonna get rich from a magic shake either, okay? Each of these stories are unique, and what you put in is what you're going to get out. So I have incredible work ethic, which is why I'm a 7-figure income earner with our company. If you don't want to work very hard, then make hobby money. But whether we are celebrating someone who makes $50 a week or they make $50,000 a month and everything in between, it really is the end result of what you put in. So I just want to protect our company. As we go into this idea of exploring additional streams of income, so many people today are saying, I want a little extra income, partially because they are paying for student loans or trying to get out of student loan debt, partially because they want to have a backup plan, partially because they want to be able to say yes to all the things their kids ask them to do. When we look at the gig economy, whether it's Airbnb, you know, it's VRBO, it's side hustles, it's Lyft, it's Uber, people are saying, I want to have an additional stream of income. And I want to challenge you, like, what are your options? For someone who's already working full time, for somebody who's working, you know, more than full time, is the last thing you want to do is like go work retail as a part-time seasonal employee. Is another thing you want to be doing is exchanging time for money, missing out from time with your friends and family? Or do you understand leveraged income, which I'm going to show you? Now, when we're thinking about being able to have residual income, a second source of income, if it were up to me and I have any business acumen to offer you guys, the wellness space is where you want to be. There are so many companies out there, so many different products that people can get behind, but the wellness space is a $4.2 trillion industry. What this means is we are going to match a need of what people are already spending, right? The market trends are showing us $4.2 trillion is being involved in the wellness industry. So again, when I said why I turned away cutlery companies, clothing companies, cleaning supplies companies, jewelry companies, it didn't make sense to me. A business model where someone has something consumable, they're going to reorder. We have a variety of options to meet a variety of needs, made sense to me. So here, let's look at just like two very traditional business models. So as a solo business, for those of you that have an entrepreneur mindset and you're like, okay, I don't want to work for my boss anymore. I don't want to commute anymore. Maybe I was recently let go. Maybe you're struggling to have to homeschool and work right now. Like there's so many unique things in this climate and season. Let me tell you what it's like as a solopreneur, because I've been there, right? When I opened up my nutrition practice, it cost me $10,000, right? I didn't profit in the 5 years I was there, like after expenses and tax write-offs. Like I literally was not even profiting, even though I had a 6-month waiting list. I was incredibly successful. And as an independent solopreneur, you have to have a great product. You have to be able to raise the capital to get your business going, right? You need a trademark. You need to have things copyrighted. Unless you want to do your marketing and your billing and your bookkeeping and your consulting, like you have to have a staff, you have to hire them. It's not scalable. And today, when we're looking at the distribution models, if you don't have the tech, if you don't have apps, if you don't have the ease of like e-commerce, you're not going to make it. I mean, this is just the world of 2020. And so when I was like, oh, I want to be a nutritionist, like what? Now I have to have an app for people to track their food? Like that doesn't even compute in my brain, the reason I got into the industry that I have. And if you're looking for any type of mentorship, any type of coaching, you have to pay for it. So let's look at network marketing, because this is the most brilliant business model out there. And as soon as you really understand it, you will not sleep at night. You will not be able to not work, because it's such an incredible gift. First of all, the product is done for you. If you are lucky enough to align with a company like Isagenix or other greats out there where there's an amazing product that's tested and regulated, that hard work is done for you. Super, super low overhead, you guys. You can get started for less than $10 a day. And the only investment that you are going to have in your online retail virtual franchise is the food you're going to eat. There is unlimited free mentorship and coaching. You are not required to have any inventory on hand. I have said it for 7 years. If I had to sell shakes out of my trunk, I would not do this. You are going to earn while you learn. You can work from freaking anywhere. If you saw the slide where we are in the Grand Cayman, we're in Mexico, like those were some of my highest paychecks. You need a cell phone and Wi-Fi. If the Wi-Fi's out, then you've got your data, right? I mean, they literally just need your phone and a passion to be able to do this. It really does create residual income. where you're not exchanging time for money. The cost to get going is only the food you're going to eat. It really does provide unlimited earning potential. If you think about a massage therapist, whatever her rate is or his rate is an hour, what's the maximum that they can earn, right? Like there's only so many hours in a day. Network marketing truly opens up leveraged income and an unlimited earning potential. And if I didn't mention it before, it is almost a $200 billion industry. So when people like balk at this model and it's like, oh, is it network marketing, or oh, is it MLM, or are you in direct sales? I'm like, yeah. It's a $200 billion industry. Like when you have a solid product and a solid compensation plan and a solid marketing strategy, that's where this becomes incredible. And if anyone's going, I can't really conceptualize what a $200 billion industry is, it is more than the NFL, the NHL, the NBA all combined, right? When you think about those pro sports, how much revenue we come in, and the network marketing does more than that. I'm just telling you this because I want you to see the legitimacy of this business model. So with Isagenix, we always hear us say, like, this is the box that changed my life, this brown box that showed up on my door. But what's so special about it is because so many people just join as product users. People just join to be able to have the nutrition, to have the energy they want, to drop the weight they want to drop, to get stronger in the gym. And the compensation only comes from helping others. So if you don't want to help other people, if you don't want to pay your success forward, awesome. Be an amazing customer who's getting preferred customer pricing. But when you become a walking billboard and you lost 20 pounds in 30 days, or you're sleeping more than you have since you ever had children, or whatever it may be, and you start sharing with other people, you're gonna be rewarded from that, because the more people you help, the more compensation that you will truly earn. And how fun is it to be supported with a team and a company that has high values? I mean, our core values are things like integrity, family, fun. I love that we can align with a company like that that truly cares about the customer and truly cares about their experience and success first. So a couple of times I dabbled in this idea here about leverage income versus not having leverage income. So the example on the left, right, that is the solopreneur. That was me as a trainer, me as a nutritionist. If someone was going to work 12 hours a day, and I was working 16 to 20, okay? But if they were working 12 hours a day, which is more than full time, 365 days a year, that means no Christmas, no holidays, whatever. The maximum hours of productivity one person can create a year is 4,380 hours. So now just imagine that you were able to grow a team of around 2,000 people with Isagenix, which is actually very simple to do with our binary compensation plan. And given, 80 to 90% are just going to be product users, that means you have a handful of people, a few hundred, who are working 1 hour a day. Okay, so of your team of 2,000, if 400 of them worked 1 hour a day, and you get a portion, right, of your whole team's productivity, that 400 hours would equate to 146,000 hours in a year. This is the idea of leverage income. This is the analogy of the penny, if you've ever heard of it. Do you want $1 million on day one, or a penny that doubles every single day for a month? The compound effect is what network marketing is about. So in the beginning, you might put in a lot of time and you might not make that much, but what happens is people underestimate or overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So now imagine if this same team of 400 worked 2 hours a day or 5 hours a day, or imagine if you grew a team of 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000 or 50,000 people that all worked 1 hour a day. This is how you can really free yourself from exchanging time for money and reach your goals and dreams. So I am so excited. I'm going to bring on two people to tell their stories tonight. And the very first is Jenny Thompson. And as much as I always want to introduce her because she's amazing and fun and fabulous, I'm not going to say anything so I don't steal any of her thunder with her story. So Jenny, I'm going to mute and let you unmute and take it away, mamas.
Thank you, Miss Lauren. Can you hear me? Awesome. Hello, everybody. So I started Isagenix for the products back in March of 2015. I had about 15 pounds to lose, and I did it. But I was really just in it. I wanted to lose some weight and get my fire back. I'd lost that passion inside me. And although I worked out all the time, food was my enemy at that point. I couldn't control my food. I didn't want to meal prep. I worked, at least 60 hours a week. So I worked for the government full time. I did restaurants, nights and weekends, and I did that for 7 years. And once I started with Isagenix, I was very skeptical, but I found within 2 weeks, I was like, oh my gosh, I found the unicorn. Like, this is what I want. This is what I've been looking for. This is what I didn't believe was true. So you're a product of the product. So within a couple months, people started seeing that I was more positive. My body was changing. Just my outlook on life was very different. And although I didn't want to tell anyone what I was doing, they saw that change. And so they started reaching out to me, Jenny, what are you doing? And it was like this little secret I had and I kept to myself. And I was like, oh, Isagenix, network marketing. I didn't want to talk about it with anyone, but people want to know what you're doing. And when you feel good, they can feel it, they can see it. So I started sharing, and then, this business was sort of a back burner hobby, and I enjoyed it paying for my products, and I enjoyed seeing my friends and family feeling and looking better. And I did that for 5 years, you guys, 5 years. And what really was a smack in the face and got me going, holy moly, network marketing is a thing. After the bachelor's degree, after the government job, after bartending, serving, all the things, I started my own businesses as well. This year, 2020 has not been everyone's jam. And my whole world crashed. And what was still there was Isagenix. Like, this residual income really, instead of being a back burner, turned into my main income. And this is how I function now, you guys. From March 2020 to now in August, almost September 2020, this is my main income. And it's really because my shift changed. I have been always using these products. I've always loved it. I've always shared if people ask, but now I'm really just putting it forward and talking to people and helping people. I have people now all throughout the United States I help that I've never even met in person, but I truly want them to reach their goals. And it's so rewarding. So, Lauren and Keith are on this call, and they know I always kick myself because I'm like, why did it take me so long? But I'm so stubborn. And, oh, thank you, Mary. But yeah, it didn't fit in my box. Network marketing was not a thing they told us in growing up. Network marketing wasn't talked about in college. And so I was in that box. You get your degree, you get that job that everyone expects you to get, and that's what you do. And I'm so thankful that I wasn't 100% skeptical, and I continued to keep it in the back burner because I don't know where I'd be without this income now. So it's completely changed my life financially, physically, all the things.
You are so awesome, and you are always so humble and modest, and so I'm just going to brag on you guys a little bit. But the spring was a really scary place, and when you understand businesses that were like shut down, and Jenny was affected by all of those and really just kind of stepped up. And sometimes we've seen the most acceleration when someone's back is against a rock and a hard place, and people do it a little bit more slowly. But you absolutely shine, and not only because you're a walking billboard and love this nutrition, but I've just never seen anybody care on people and encourage people like you do. So huge congratulations to you. And I am so excited to also introduce Danielle. She is a busy mama. She's an educator. She has such a powerful story. And again, I don't want to introduce you guys because then I end up taking away part of your story. So I'm going to mute and just let you light up this call on why you love Isagenix.
Awesome. First of all, thanks, Lauren and Kisa, for asking me to be on. I'm so excited, and I just love talking about this company, the products, everything, and so glad to see so many people on here. So I am Danielle Patterson. I have been in the special education field. I'm entering my 23rd year. I taught for my first 10 years and have been an administrator for the last 10 plus. And I started using the Isagenix products by force of my sister a little over 4 years ago. She's like, Danielle, no, you have to try these. I'm like, Mel, I've tried everything. Like, always sort of this up and down roller coaster of my weight. I've always been very athletic, played sports, but definitely, like, if I was in a down season, would put on this excess weight that I couldn't ever really take off. And so Mel got me to get my 30-day. I just did like a basic pack for my first 30-day reset. And literally 7 days in was like, what the hell is in this stuff? Like, I feel amazing. I already have a ton of energy, but just felt like I was ready to like jump through a roof. I used the products for 2 years, did not share with anyone. If anyone asked me about it, I sent them straight to my sister. And I was just like, that's not what I want to do. I'm not in this for the business. I've got a career and I need to pour all my myself into this. And then you see my two little boys. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. He got pregnant with my oldest, PJ, and my husband was a college women's basketball coach at the time. And we just kind of looked at each other and we said, you know, we want to have one of us home with them. And he didn't want to be traveling. College women basketball takes you all over the place, you know, everywhere. And he wouldn't have been there. So we made a real tough decision. I wasn't ready to be done in education, and I'm still not quite there yet. And he stopped coaching and just went to training. And we said, well, shit, we need more money than what we have right now. And all of a sudden Mel's like, I've been telling you, my sister said, I've been telling you, this is such a great, Danielle, you love people, you love talking about it, you're a product of the product. And I started sharing. And since I started sharing and brought on my first 2 people, which made me a consultant, which if you don't know the lingo, you will learn the lingo. Every single Monday since I started, I have gotten paid. And just one other little piece to my story, my youngest, Kingston, he has a heart condition, and that racked up some pretty serious medical bills. And there was a point where I really started working closely with Lauren, and I just have to say she's been such an amazing mentor and just always been there through the ups and downs of business and the culture of this company, just everyone on this team, Kisa, Jenny, everyone. We are all there for each other. Laura is on here too. And there is just something about where the people around you know about your life. And we had over $20,000 of medical bills just adding up, going to collections like continually. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to push. And I hit a goal, and I hit the highest level of leadership in this company, and we were able to pay off those medical bills. So this is someone, I'm coming to you. I have a full-time career where I am doing this in the pockets of my time. And like I said, there's ebbs and flows to my business. That right now I'm in a downturn. Everything is kind of upside down, as everyone knows. And I've relied more on my regular career. I've had to pour myself into that, but had an awesome call with Lauren yesterday and said, I want to reevaluate where I am, because in 2 years, when I'm entering my 25th year and I want that to be my last year in education, I'm going to want this to be what I'm doing full time. And I need to have a plan for that. So that's the beauty of this business, is that like Jenny said, it doesn't go anywhere. It's here no matter what. And every single day since I started using the products, I have used those products every single day. So not only do I believe in those products, but this income has saved my family in a lot of crisis situations, and we are no longer in the red because of it. So I just can't say enough, again, for the people who surround you, for the products that make you feel amazing. And then whether you have a full-time career and you choose to just do this on the side and have a residual income, or you really hit the gas and move forward like I did a year ago and are able to take a breath. It is just a life-changing experience, and on so many levels. And I can't say enough just to all of you, if you're thinking about doing this, I literally life-changing.
You are awesome, and your family is amazing. And I love it when you girls actually get vulnerable and tell the depth of your stories, because sometimes it's on the surface, and that's powerful. And I know for certainty right now, there's people on here that know you that had no idea that that's part of why you do what you do. So let's just go back to this big picture here for a second. Like, what if you could, and I want you to fill in the blank, right? Like, what if you could pay off family medical bills like Danielle did? What if you could walk away from a job and be a full-time mom? What if you could pay off your student loans in full, like one of my sisters did? You know, what if you could XYZ? You know, I always ask people, like, why do you want to do this? And they'll say, you know, because I want to pay for my kids' private, you know, high school tuition. I'm like, okay, how much is it going to cost, and how long do we have to get there? You know, why do you want to do this? You know, and what if you could slip into your skinny jeans? What if you could sleep like a baby? What if you could run that marathon, climb that 14er? Like, what is it that you want? And what's holding you back from making that possible? There's a lot of great network marketing companies out there. There are some, unfortunately, that have done it the wrong way and have given the entire industry a terrible stigma. And sadly, our founders were in companies like that. But the reason that Isagenix is so different and has really spearheaded this industry for over 18 years is because they came out of retirement and said, we're going to do it the right way. We're going to build a company on service, on contribution, on integrity. And our vision is not only to impact world health, and free people from physical and financial pain, but they want to be the most trusted and respected wellness company. And I love that. Like, you're not going to hear people saying bad things about our products, about the compensation plan, what's happened in the field. And I will tell you that I have had many opportunities to spend time with the Cougars. So Jim and Kathy are our founders. Eric is their son. They are the most heartfelt people. There's, pictures at our events. One day I did a spa day. I was like, what? I'm at a spa with Kathy Cougar. Like, it's surreal, but it's because she's a mama at heart and just wants the success of other people. And our team dinner, that was in January, you guys. That was days after my dad had passed. And I thought, should I go to this conference? I should be with my family. I didn't know what to do. And the Cougars stopped by, to give me a hug and thank me for being there. And I was a mess, being like, thank you for everything you have done for me. So if right now you're like, oh, I'm good, I don't think I need extra money, you have no idea what's coming in your life in 5 years. You have no idea what's in the pipeline for 10 years. The job you have today might not be there. There might be a life event that comes up. But I cannot emphasize enough the importance of having a financial wall around your family, truly having multiple streams of revenue. So just a couple little statistics about us, you guys. We are 18 years old. We are not a new kid on the block. 94% of network marketing companies will fail within the first 5 years. So we are established. You don't have to worry about it. However, when you compare ourselves to companies that have been around 50 years or 100 years, we're just getting started. We're in over 25 international markets and growing. We have multiple business awards, over 75 world-class products. We've done over $7 billion in cumulative sales. We've paid out $3.2 billion in commissions. There's over 320 cumulative millionaires. I'm one of them in the company. They pay you every single Monday. We've done over 30 million in product and monetary donations. So right now with the fires, Isagenix is sending things, to third world countries. We do things. We're always first on the forefront with that. And my favorite is all of our products are backed by science. To have third party research is amazing. So I'm going to turn this over to Kisa for a little bit. Yes, we're talking about the opportunity in this amazing company, but none of it would be here without our no compromise product. So I'm going to mute in your turn, Mama.
Thank you, Lauren. Hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you to Jenny and Danielle for sharing your stories. I think that it's so important to hear true, real, valuable stories from people. And I love you both. You're amazing. So thank you. So the products. I initially came for the products, and 6 years, I still use the products so much every single day. I do not go a day without using our products. But a couple things to make mention of is we do have a no compromise policy. So what that means is that we're responsibly and ethically sourced. We do rigorous third-party testing. We're science-backed and have so much clinical research done. And then you'll notice these three words, or these three terms: adaptogens, intermittent fasting, and cleansing. Those are right now such popular buzzwords, and some people consider them fads, but I consider them very necessary and something that's so holistic and helpful for the body. And Isagenix has been implementing those three things for the last almost 20 years, which is absolutely incredible. Something that I always like for people to know, as a no compromise company, we have a grass-fed only whey. We also have a plant-based vegan line, which is amazing. We're gluten-free, we're low glycemic. We don't put anything artificial in our products, no artificial stimulants, no artificial sweeteners, no fillers. We're soy-free. We have vegan products, we're vegan-friendly, and we also have so many products for kids, which is incredible. So it can be really just a whole family affair. All our kids use our products, and so I just love that everyone and anyone can use these products. So we have solutions and systems for every health-related goal, doesn't matter who you are. So we obviously have products for weight loss and weight wellness. I like to call it weight wellness because it's most important to be well in your journey to better health. We also have products for sports performance and athletes, vitality and well-being, which is, just overall energy and vibrancy. We have personal care and beauty products, and a new one that I actually really, really like. It's called the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. So if you are curious about that, you'll have to look it up. And then we also have obviously what Lauren has been chatting about tonight is the financial opportunity, which is incredible. So a couple of our core products that I want to chat about are, number one, our Cleanse for Life. I absolutely love our Cleanse for Life. It's a cellular nutritional cleanse that helps to pull impurities from your cellular system. So that's your blood, your fat cells, and your lymphatic system. We also have our Isoline shake. We've got a couple of different shake options, but our Isoline shake, as mentioned before, is from grass-fed cows and is super high quality. It's a full macronutritional meal replacement. And then we also have a plant-based option and a new option that's a whole blend. It's just a little bit different of a profile and has just 1 gram of sugar. Also, our Ionic Supreme, it is the product that I felt the most difference in right away when I first started. As we've chatted about tonight, stress is so high, especially right now. And this product helps to lower the stress in your body naturally and just helps you to really fight those stressors of everyday life, which, you know, I call it mommy juice or nature Xanax. It's just been one of my most favorite and important products in my daily life. Also, the Complete Essentials with Isagenix. You know, this is really going to help to put those really high quality vitamins and minerals in your body and help you absorb those vitamins and minerals. And then also Isagenix is really just putting those, reversing the aging system and helping to lengthen and strengthen your telomeres, which are part of your DNA that have a lot to do with your aging. And so all those core products, we have so many other products, but those are really the core products that we use regularly and love so much.
I love it. Okay, since I know I just was like, oh, you probably weren't expecting that just to come up. If you were to just like kind of walk through just briefly, maybe like when you first started Isagenix, like what it was like to do on a 30-day and how you've made this a lifestyle. Because people always say like, do I have to stay on this for the rest of my life? You know, and we're like, well, no, you're not on a diet, but you know, I work out more days than not. Like, can you just touch on that a little bit before I wrap this up?
Yeah. So, you know, when you come into Isagenix and someone helps you decide on whatever system it is that's going to help meet the needs of your specific goals, you know, your goals are going to be ever changing. So when I first started, my initial goal was to lose some body fat and to gain more energy. I mean, those were the things that I initially wanted. And so I achieved that within my first 30 days because of the goal that I had. And then obviously now 6 years in, you know, my body's changed as I've aged. I've had a different lifestyle changes. And what's so great is that Isagenix fits the need to whatever it is that you specifically need. So, you know, if you are on a weight loss journey and then you have so much energy, you're reaching your weight loss goals, that you decide you want to start working out more and you want to gain more lean muscle or have more definition, you can transition into adding some of the performance products. Or when you realize like, hey, I'm, you know, ticking up there in years a little bit, maybe I need to pay a little bit more attention to my skin or to the vitality or to my healthy aging, then you can utilize some of those additional products. Isagenix is always implementing and revising and adding more amazing products to the line too. So, you know, it's like anytime you're like, oh, I want to switch things up, it almost seems like Isagenix has like a product that they're releasing for you to add and implement into your daily life. So, you know, we have so many different options. It's never something that someone has to do forever, but I always say, like, you're always going to eat, you're always going to be putting products in your body, or you should be taking vitamins, you should be hydrating, you should be working on your energy and your sleep and all of the other things just that help to make us well and make us feel good every single day. So if you're going to be taking those anyway and putting those vitamins or energy drinks into your body, how about you make sure that it is something that is really high quality, that you know is not going to compromise your the inside of you, and why don't you reallocate what you might be spending on something that's, you know, not necessarily high quality and put that back into Isagenix, especially if you're growing a business, you know, being able to reallocate some of that. And what we buy, I mean, is consumable for us. So I don't spend any more money on my business except for what we consume in our household, and what we've just, you know, instead of buying coffee at the grocery store, we buy Isagenix coffee and we feel better because of it. Instead of going to Starbucks, we use Isagenix products and we feel better because of it. So
I love that. And I really, I wanted to touch on that because I think it's just an important piece, that looking at this as truly the wellness company and the art of well-being that we are, and that this is a lifestyle. You know, no one like works out, gets in shape and stops working out and hopes to maintain those results, you know, and our nutrition is the exact same. So we're just going to wrap this up, you guys, with like, I mean, if you really, really get this concept, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. I mean, truly, I mean, whether you're going to work for 40 years and then rely on Social Security, or you know, things of that sort, or if you have investments, if you have real estate, whatever it may be. For me, and for many of us on this call, we've chosen network marketing. We've chosen an income producing asset that will just grow and grow and grow. And as a result of helping more people and teaching them how to help more people, that this will just grow and grow and grow. And I think about what we've done in 7 years, and I'm like, what in the heck does the next 7 years have in store with us? And that gets me excited. And so I wanted to show you guys a teeny tiny bit of our compensation plan before we wrap this up tonight. So Kisa, can you just make sure that you can tell me that you can see this okay? I'm gonna have to take myself kind of out of that board a little bit, but can you see the whiteboard? Can you guys see that? Okay, so Kisa, we're gonna play along. So Kisa's super excited. She's like, all right, I want all those core products. I definitely need the shake. I need the happy juice. You know, I want those vitamins. I call it Botox in a box, right? Like, she's like, sign me up for all that. And I say, okay, well, I'm gonna get you started on our value system. Okay, literally when you price it out per product, it is the best value. It's going to set you up, giving you all the macronutrition, the micronutrition, and of course the supportive snacks along the way. And for less than $18 a day, right, reallocating over 78 meals for the next month, we're going to make you look amazing, feel amazing. Plus, I'm going to show you how to get your products paid for. Sound good?
absolutely.
Okay, so Kisa gets started for $599, okay? And I say, honey, I need you to have 2 accountability partners. I know that if you tell me that you're going to Orange Theory in the morning at 5 a.m., you're gonna sleep. However, if you're gonna meet Jenny and Danielle there, you're not gonna bail on them. Accountability partners are key. So who are 2 people that think would like to get healthy, want more energy, wanna sleep better, etc.?
Well, it's gonna be my girls, Jenny and Danielle.
Yeah, I also want to enroll those girls. Okay, so we have Jenny and Danielle. Now, assuming that they get started on the same system, right? They hop in with that value pack. They want the blender, they want the greens, they want the vitamins, you know, the same thing as Kisa. Isagenix is going to give Kisa $100 for referring Jenny and $100 for referring Danielle. So just as if I was able to get Kisa to switch from, you know, Bank of America to Chase Bank, or, you know, I sent her to my massage therapist and she wanted to give me a referral rebate or something for passing it on, Isagenix is giving Jenny, or giving Kisa $100 for Jenny and Danielle for introducing them to this. Now, here's where it gets fun. If she does 2 in a week, okay, our commission week is Monday through Sunday, Isagenix is going to double those bonuses. So instead of 100 for Jenny, she's going to get 200. And instead of 100 for Danielle, she's also going to get 200. Plus, as a result of finding her 2 people within 30 days, Isagenix is going to give her an additional $100. So Kisa has already earned $500 back just for finding 2 people. You guys, that means her whole system is now $99. Like, do you get that? Like, every single person who's like getting on this product, I'm like, we have to show you how to eat for free. You don't have to be a business builder. It doesn't cost you anything extra, right? You're not a distributor. You don't have to have shakes coming out of the wazoo. You're just grabbing accountability partners. Now, do you think Jenny and Danielle are like, hello, like, we would like also to get $500 back, like however you did that? So Kisa is going to show Jenny how to find her 2 people. We're going to show Danielle how to find her 2 people, okay? Maybe it's a post on social media. Maybe it is inviting them to a call like this. Maybe it's showing them how to do a 3-way call when someone at work notices their results, whatever that may be like. Because Kisa is helping Jenny find her 2 and Kisa is helping Danielle find her 2, Isagenix is going to award her again for paying this forward. So when Jenny finds her 2, Kisa's going to earn $100. When Danielle finds her 2, she's going to earn $100. Plus, if she does this within 60 days, she earns an additional $250. So she was at $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $50. So Kisa now not only has her entire month's paid for, but next month's as well. You guys, this is the tip of the iceberg, the very, very tip of it. And I'm not going to teach you the whole compensation plan tonight. That's not why you guys got on here. But this is what I will tell you. We are committed to, number 1, getting you healthy. Number 2, showing you how to have a financial wall around your family. And number 3, to getting your products completely paid for. From that point on, you decide. We have an incredible success map. We can literally lay the tracks for you that meet your goals. So if you come to us and you say, hey, I need to make $500 a month, awesome. We will show you what that looks like residually, bringing on new customers or how many you need to have ordering month after month. If you come to us and say, I need to make $10,000 a month, awesome. We also know what that trajectory looks like. So we are here to meet your needs. All I want to do is leave you with, please reach out to the person that invited you tonight. Whether you're here for the products, you're here for the business, you're here for this amazing culture and personal development plan, we're here for you. We're grateful for your time. Please pass on to this recording to anybody that you think would like to hear this message. And if you are listening to this in recorded time, the person that sent it to you and invited it to you is because they care about you. They see an amazing future for you physically and financially and emotionally, and we just want you to be a part of it. So have a great night, you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you, ladies, for all of your help too, Kisa and Jenny and Danielle. Good night.